I am the game maker.
Ooh, you want to play a game?
I love playing games.
Me too.
Oh,
Monopoly?
Oh, how about a little bit of Clue?
Shoots and ladders.
How about Yahtzee?
Oh, Candyland.
A little Sorry.
Oh my God. It's fun getting into trouble.
How about a little Trivial Pursuits? I'll run after you.
All categories now.
The best yes and ever.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events. Fortunate events. Fortunate events. A series of fortunate events.
Yes, I've had to learn that myself.
We're learning to be Mr. Mix.
Independent.
Of just independent. Fuck a gender. I love that these startings of the show are getting loosier and goosier. There's just no formal start to the show except for hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Let's turn this over because my narcissistic self will keep staring at me.
And I'll end up more like this because likewise.
We'll be like this. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest episode of the series of Fortunate About Podcast. Brought to you by Gian. Who? What? What is this? It's me, MeMeCherry.
Yes.
And Fluid 510. Thank you very much, Fluid 510, for sponsoring this beautiful podcast. And I am joined today by somebody who's a little kitschy, a touch witchy, all sissy, Oakland-based drag performer and the baklava of the scene, Lucinda Puss.
The baklava. I'm into it. Yes.
Can you tell? Drinking game. I was listening to in my crumble on the way here.
Yes. The very first one back when it was a
review
drag race review show.
How the crumble has grown.
How the opinions have
gotten cuntier.
That's right.
How are you, my dear?
I'm so fabulous. I'm fabulous. Excited to be here in this space. This space is gorgeous.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you're a port bar baby.
Yes, that is. I frequent that, miles and miles away from here. Frequent that land.
It might as well be in LA.
Pretty much. Like I was telling Manny, the bartender, I often am wearing heels. Sometimes I do. And walking in them is pretty much impossible. So from here to there, they might as well be miles away.
Yeah. No, I have the tallest, most stiletto-iest heels on right now off camera. They're so tall. They're like gaga stiletto.
I always do say, though, having been a judge at a few different pageants, and people sometimes get red for their more, comfortable footwear.
Yes.
I always say, as someone with plantar fasciitis.
Yes.
And fattyitis. Oh my. But you know what? A sensible shoe will always do.
Yes.
Some of us,
I mean, Florida won a pageant in sandals as a cave person.
Yes, it's kitsch now. Remember, they wore it on Drag Race and sandals. It was fun. Anyway, yes, excited to be here. How are you?
Gosh,
you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, darling. Ooh. I am slowly reassociating back into my body. The parental unit just left.
Ooh.
And I love my mother, but I definitely put on a bit of a face.
Drag.
And, yes,
put on the form of drag.
I was in drag for a week. So imagine being in drag for a week, how exhausting that might be. So yesterday I was just like, and then today prepping for this, I felt like I was getting back in my skin.
Yes.
And okay, let's get back into the routine. Let's get back to Fluid 510.
Yes, into free to be me and love who I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I love my mother, but it's just the number of times I had to disassociate just to keep everything cool, calm, and collected.
Yes, I think it's true. I think that, some of us are maybe privileged to have fully open relationships with our parents, and that's fabulous.
Yeah.
And I think for pretty much maybe the rest of us, maybe there's like 95% they get,
Yeah.
and 5% you're like, all right, we'll just like hang out somewhere else for a little later.
Yeah, and I totally wasn't smoking weed outside, hiding from my mother at 43 years old.
No. Okay, so that is one thing I will say. Thankfully, my mom, who I'm sure will be watching this when it comes out because I love her and she's very supportive, smokes weed with me occasionally.
Yes.
Occasionally.
Yes.
But anyways,
Come on.
delightful.
In another lifetime.
But I understand that feeling.
So again, and don't get me wrong, I love my mother. I would not be here without her. I definitely wouldn't have my entrepreneurship bone, the resourcefulness that I have, the grit that I have. It just would be nice to have a mom that you could be like soft and vulnerable with more often. And like I feel like if I'm hurt, right? Like I break my arm, my mother's the best mother ever. But if my heart is broken, she might not necessarily be the best one to go to.
I understand. I understand. I know people who are like that, and it's a different kind of being there and being present for that person. Yeah, it's easier to see a broken arm. You can give them ice. You can give them whatever. But sometimes emotional stuff can be, it's usually not seen.
Yeah.
And also very difficult to handle for some people.
So anywho, I'm so glad to be amongst my tribe.
Yes, me too.
Back home at Fluid 510 with Manny back there in the background making beautiful drinks.
Manny.
So I not only was introduced to you by In Her Crumble Opinion. Take a drink. I also got to hang. Oh yeah. Cheers.
For those playing at home.
Here's
and
your
in
merch.
person. Love it. Where can one find said merch?
Oh, I need to link it to the website, but please look at sofepod.com/merch. It'll show up one of these days.
Yeah.
But I do have a Teespring store floating around somewhere. So if you just go to Teespring MeMeCherry, you'll find it.
Cute.
I'll get better about promoting my stuff. Ooh, speaking of cherries, I love that my guests are coming to me with gifts. The cutest pair of cherry earrings that my sweet Lucinda gifted me. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm so grateful.
You're welcome.
We're adding to the overall cherry theme that keeps growing around me. I'm going to wear them next time.
I love cherries. Actually, one of my favorite fruits too.
Oh,
Literally,
yes.
yeah.
It's the best.
Very like tart.
Yes.
But also sweet.
Yes.
Plump.
Yes.
All of the wonderful things.
My mouth is watering.
Oh my God. Me too.
So we got to hang out
Yes.
and kind of like Kiki, get to bond a little bit with the cool kids on the rooftop of Oasis during Fat Slut.
Yes.
Excuse my weed cough, but
Yes.
you'll get it because we
Right.
were smoking a lot of weed.
Honey, early on in the pandemic, I wasn't really leaving my house, but if I did, I always envisioned having one of those cool shirts that was like, it's not COVID.
Yes.
I just smoke a lot of weed.
A lot.
A lot.
So we got to hang out.
Yes.
And that was so cute. And then I was
was
like,
so
oh my
fun.
God, come on my podcast with your cute little toilet headband.
Yes, I always say, if you can't be a shithead out in the world, can I curse on here?
Fuck shit. You might get quacked out for the first 10 minutes of the show, but
Work.
quack, quack, quack.
Work. Well, you know what? Yeah. So if I can't, consider myself my own shit, then whose shit can you wear?
Yes. If you ain't the shit, whose shit are
you?
Isn't that what RuPaul said?
That's, I think, is something along those lines. Absolutely.
We're all
yes.
born naked and the rest is shit.
Lately. Cue the hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to no. Okay. So tell me why drag? What led you down the Camino that is full of lashes, corsets, and heels?
Oh. Well, it's kind of like
In
many.
the 1900s.
Practically, I'm almost that old. So, practically, no. Honestly, it's I do think about it now that I've can contextualize it, and we mentioned earlier in the beginning.
We already have a hand down.
Oh
It's
no!
okay.
Oh no, mermaid friend.
Enjoy that zoom in because I love zooming into those fucking chaotic moments. We'll pick her back up during the break. She can make out with us, baby.
You better lay there and
She
work.
just needs a drink.
A little tired. People often fall asleep when I start talking, so I good company, Stuffy.
We've extended to Myrmicornios. So why drag?
Yes, why drag? Well,
As we
so
extend into the Barbara Walters portion of the show.
yes, okay.
Feel free to cry.
If it weren't for my antidepressants, I might.
Oh, yes. Come on,
no,
Doug.
so shout out mental health.
Yes. The good kind.
Yes. So drag, I feel like it's one of those things, and now like it's like we sort of talked in the beginning about how when you were, here with when your mom was here visiting, you kind of felt like it was almost like you were doing a little bit of drag.
Yeah.
So I kind of like in the meta sense think about it that I've always been doing drag.
Yeah.
Because up until, I don't know, 3 minutes ago,
Sure.
I was like, who am I? What's going on? No, but really it's like, feeling like throughout life, especially, maybe some of us who are a bit older and haven't experienced the great environment that we are living in for queer people to thrive.
Sure.
That said, of course, still caveat
Sure.
that there's still issue. This is the Gemini side. You'll get a lot of duality.
So you're like, a little bit this, but actually.
But actually that. And
is
also
the episode
this.
going to be but actually with Lucinda Puss? But actually.
Well, yeah, that segue, Gemini show with Phoebe, full of Geminis. Florida man was in it. Some of the greatest people are Geminis. Just saying.
Yes.
Anyway,
Andy Cohen.
Yeah, Andy Cohen is a Gemini.
I
That
think
makes
so,
a lot of sense.
So yes.
I feel like I've just been doing it my whole life, right? So like it took a long time, in other words, for me to become at least I would say 80% comfortable with the person I see in the mirror. Oh yes, I get animated too.
I am too. I get super Puerto Rican. And this might just be a show where everything falls off the table. That's fine. It just means that there's a lot of energy in the room.
You know what I always say? Gravity is a downer.
Yeah. We have enough of those in the room.
Boom. And I keep that in my back pocket because, as I said, I do wear a lot of heels.
Yes.
And I tend to fall a lot.
Oh, okay.
And so being able to say, gravity's a downer, it really comes in handy.
Yeah.
Anyway, circling back. So drag, it's sort of, that was the more meta in a nutshell kind of answer. However, the more like true, like drag queen cunty answer.
Sure.
When I first started, I thought I could do better than what I saw. I mean, maybe not the shit, but I thought that I had an interesting point of view.
Okay.
I thought that I had, sort of, and it's shifted a lot.
Sure.
Since I first started.
Take me a little bit through that journey of where it started and where it's at now in your cunty opinion.
Yes. So I started off and it's a badge I wear, a very like spooky ooky goth, and that is definitely the hat I like to wear.
That's still very LP down house down boots.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I feel very much at home there. I thrive under, those sort of like spook. I don't know. It's just kind of how I grew up myself.
Yes.
That little like closeted goth kid,
We love goth.
Yes. But I was a goth for Jesus. I said it.
Get
I
out.
was.
Get out.
I was.
Get out. No, I'm kidding.
No, it was. So it was.
We don't hate baby Jesus around here.
No,
much.
we don't. But it's just it's the antithesis of who I am
very
not
interesting.
today.
Yeah.
As far as the Jesus part, I still am very like I think goth.
Yeah.
But I started off being very like spooky, ooky, monstrous horror drag. Because I think when you first go on drag on a stage for the first time,
Sure.
it's a very scary thing. It's intimidating. When you go on stage for the however many times I've been on, for me, it's still kind of an intimidating and scary thing.
I'm freaking out.
But I think it should be, don't you?
Yeah. You got to be a little bit scared.
Because it means you care.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely have had my fair share of, oh my God, what am I doing up there? Kind of thing. But yeah. So tangent. I'm all over the tangent.
No, we
Sorry.
love this.
So what happens when
I'm
a
already,
podcast
staring
is
deep into your eyes.
So what happens when a
too.
podcast is after 4:20 p.m.
Arrrr.
So spooky ooky, gory, love it. Horror movies are my life. They're my like comfort thing. I'm
When we
like,
fast forward to now, what would you say is your
to
stilo?
now,
How's
I feel like it's
developed
very
and
much
grown?
that.
Yeah.
But whereas when I very first started, I was like, I never want to hear someone say you look pretty. I never want to hear someone say you look gorgeous.
Yeah.
And some would say that I still shouldn't be hearing that.
Stop it.
No, but but today I feel like I want to encompass both of those things.
Yes.
I want to kind of pay homage to that little spooky, goth, punky, queer kid I always have been.
Of course.
And still am, with the glamour puss that I want to be.
Aspire to be.
Yes.
Yes, we all aspire to be a little glamour puss meow meow. Meow meow meow. Well, I love that. You just made me think. I want to make sure that we get it in at the top of the show. Speaking of spooky yuki, you have a little spooky yuki show coming up next month.
Yes. Well, there's a few. So depending on the timing of this show coming out.
It'll be coming out very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Okay. So the third Sunday of
I have
this
just
month.
one in front of you.
Oh, okay. I editing is a bitch, but I know you do it fast.
Thank you.
So, the third Sunday of this month, which is 17th, I think.
Yes.
Eli's Mile High Club.
Okay.
Toy Box.
We'll have it out by then.
Yeah.
We'll have it out by
Toy
then.
Box.
Perfect.
I'll be guest hosting this month.
Yes.
With myself, a whole bunch of amazing cast of folks. Cocoa Butter, Vanilla Meringue.
Love me some vanilla.
I mean, Red for Filth. It's
Yes.
just, and I know I'm missing some folks, but it's just going to be an amazing show. So please come out.
Yeah, Toy Box was part of my retrospective of Oaklash.
Yes.
Because Toy Box was part of the first
Yes.
Oaklash.
Yes, it was.
So that's
it
iconic.
Was. Yeah. So that's coming up. And then next month throughout, I will be popping up in various ways.
Okay, pop up.
Through Peaches Christ is
Yes!
bringing her
The
Terror Vault. Yes. And this year, the initiation, shameless plug, go. This year is all about cults.
Another shameless plug, sofepod.com/episodes/Peaches Christ. One of the many iconic guests that I've had on the podcast. Please tell Peaches I want them to come back on the podcast because I need to have them come back as a returning guest.
I'll
come down to the Terror Vault.
I will. I'll let her know.
Please.
I know she's a busy bitch. But I'm happy to pass that along.
Pass the word along.
Oh my gosh.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
So tell all the muggles and ghouls and angels in between what Terror Vault is all about.
Well, so takes place at the San Francisco Mint.
Yes.
And it starts the 29th and 30th of this month. So we're coming really
Cute.
close. But the entire Mint is going to be transformed in its amazing, history into, and I haven't even seen a lot, like most of pretty much any of what it's all surprise for myself.
Yeah.
But transformed into this amazing cult situation. The initiation is the show. The Insight Institute. It's gonna be amazing. And I'll be down in the Fang Bang as one of the vampires, bringing that back this year.
Yes.
And another little special, they're calling it the RIP experience.
Oh.
So check that out. And if you want to know what that is, that's going to be
I totally
want to
die and come back to life. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yes.
I need to make it out this year to Terror Vault. It's funny because my parental unit obviously was visiting, and I have this little unofficial book club going, and so I kept handing books over, and she would look at us and be like, "This is kind of dark," and then she picks up the next one. She's like, "This is kind of dark," and I'm like, "Well, the world's dark, Mama."
Okay, let me just a tiny little story segue reminded me though a little bit because it's kind of ties back into what you're talking about at the beginning, with your mom.
Yes.
So when my husband and I first moved into our apartment. His mom. Oh, shout out to you, babe. Also, on hiatus, drag queen.
Oh,
Crystal Geyser.
Okay, yes, I know Crystal. I mean, I know of Crystal Geyser.
She's on hiatus at the
Yes.
moment. I'm sucking her energy so I can thrive. is
The
what I
new
say.
Supreme.
Yes.
Has risen.
Ooh, does that with extra sour cream? If that's what that means. And the green onions. And the green onions, Mama. I'm old enough. Do you remember when they used to have that at Taco Bell? They used to have all the garnish.
Yeah.
And
Oh
everyone
my God, the little
got sick.
salsa bar. It was
Yeah.
the little garnish bar. We are so not aging ourselves at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. Speaking of my mother and talk about flashback city, when I lived in Puerto Rico, there was like a year or two that my mom let me take violin classes. And so she would take her lunch break from work. She'd pick me up from school. We'd go to Taco Bell. I'd get a little crunchy taco and a bean burrito.
I was going to say, what's the order?
A crunchy taco and a bean burrito. And then we would go take my little violin class. And then I would go and have to hang out at her job after because she didn't have enough time to take me home after.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's how my love of photography was born because she worked at a newspaper then. And so I got to hang out at the newspaper a lot. But yeah, like, wow, flashback city.
Totally. And it's funny how like these things like are these memories and sometimes will just like burst out of your head from somewhere, right?
Like little boba tea balls.
But when we first moved into our place,
Yes.
so my mother-in-law was visiting, helping, unpack or whatever. And we were in there. I have this big bookcase in my bedroom. I'm a big book collector.
Yes.
Not necessarily much of a reader these days,
Yeah.
but I'm collector for sure.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of books on witchcraft and
Yes.
divination. And I studied cultural and religious anthropology years and years ago.
Oh
So
my
lots of
gosh.
stuff on that. Anyway, she's helping like put things on the wall. Like she's like Encyclopedia of Wicca, like demonology, things like this, the death of God, things.
Yes.
She's like, you guys have a lot of, and my husband's just like, it's shout out to you, Debbie, if you're gonna watch.
Hi, Debbie.
But that's So anyway,
we love our moms that are
We
kind of
do.
scared of us, but not really.
Yes.
So the other place that I saw you recently was at my Sweet Beefcakes Vinyl Brunch.
Yes.
Tell me about. So I haven't had a chance, I think, to actually ask a performer this. Break down the difference between like a brunch gig, a club gig, on the ¿cómo se dice? On the street gig.
Oh yeah. Okay, so first of all, brunch, I feel like is like the moneymaker.
Yes.
It's like it can be more often than not the moneymaker.
It sounds like it.
Because people are there. They're usually seated.
Yeah.
They're usually like immobile. They're not moving around.
They can't run away from you.
They can't run away. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna shimmy in front of your eggs Benny.
Yeah.
And you're gonna love it. But no, and also usually the mimosas are flowing. People are there excited to have fun. And
Sure.
often, at least in my experience,
The
they're
money flows a little
it
bit
does.
more.
It does. And usually maybe it's the shows are usually set with there's usually a first set and a second set,
Yeah.
like an early and a late riser kind of moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like double the opportunity to make money, and or at least that's how most of the brunch shows I have been in have operated. And as opposed to maybe a night show where depending on the show, maybe you're doing one, maybe two numbers.
Sure.
And people are usually, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when you're going out to a bar and a drag show's happening, sometimes people are like, oh, cool, a drag show's going on. But I'm here for not necessarily that.
It's almost like the game on the TV in the background at the bar, kind of a
Yes.
vibe.
I mean, there's certain bars, and I'm not necessarily going to name names because
Sure.
I want to stay booked. But there's certain bars where the guests, redacted,
Redacted club.
certain bars where the people who they frequent them are often like, oh wow, there's this drag show interrupting my making out in the corner or whatever.
Sure.
Which do that too.
Why are
But
these British cigarettes and wigs?
That's right.
I just want British cigarettes that don't have wigs.
That's right. So
And then
yeah.
your sidewalk show.
Oh, and then the
And
side.
then you get your people that are just walking by, I'm guessing,
Yes,
that
which-
are like, wow. But then also like, what the fuck?
I'm not a stranger to getting gawked at. I'm usually people. I'm used to that. But I feel like often when you're doing a sidewalk gig, people are more often than not just kind of passing by,
Sure.
And so you get a lot of that. You get a lot of general public who isn't necessarily, they're like, wow, the drag show's happening around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're cool.
Yeah.
My favorite, I guess, would be the monetarily brunch.
Of course.
But as a spooky, scary monster vampire demon of the night, I do prefer
A little
going out after
sidewalk
dark.
gig.
Sunlight and sweating are not my favorite things.
Glistening.
Glistening like
You
a
glisten.
like a vampire from that one movie.
Redacted.
Yes.
Daylight. Daylight glisten. Okay. Well, before we take our cute, excuse me, oh my God, it's like just weed cough city. My gosh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I think it's just because my body's reassociating also. In your cunty opinion, what do you think of the current state of drag?
I think many things. I think duality. I'm really excited that there's such a burgeoning of the drag scene. I think it's
that's
empowering.
A good word.
That's your $5 word.
Who needs an SAT coach?
That's right. And take that $5 word, translate it into a $5 bill.
Yes.
Wait, what was the question?
State of the Union. The current state of the union of drag. What are your thoughts and players, aka your cunty opinions?
Like, okay, so all in all, I do think it's great that the accessibility is there, that people are feeling empowered to do it. I love seeing, new people like trying things. I think it's a great way to get inspiration going out. You're seeing people being creative, and I think it's great if people are like thriving and doing their thing.
Yeah.
Now on the other side, I do think that
Here
sometimes
comes the Gemini.
I do think
Even down to the hair. I just realized.
I was like, it was like bleach blonde for the longest time, and then I was like, feeling my.
I like the
Gemini.
black half.
Yeah. It feels
Do I hear
real.
a child?
Oh, I don't. Is that allowed?
I think it's the balloons.
Oh well.
Well, they haven't made it past the threshold.
That's right. Stay behind the fake plants.
Or we might turn into smoke.
Well, that's
I'm melting.
That's what happens when I pop into a church sometimes. But, but on the other side of things, I do think that it does lead to. How do I say it? Which isn't even a bad thing. Yeah, I do think sometimes there is an oversaturation. And I do think that people have seen formulaically what tends to work.
Yeah.
And so therefore people tend to gravitate towards that aesthetic.
Yeah. Especially with a certain womp 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 do 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 do.
Yes. Yes. Like it's become one of those things. And I will say that, like I am not a dancing flippin' diva.
What?
No, surprise. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. And no shade to those who are, because I love you for it and do it. Yeah. But I always say until there's a drag union that has, dues benefits. And medical benefits and shit, I'm not gonna. I dropped on my knees a lot when I zoom in moment here. I didn't mean that. I dropped a lot on my knees in my first beginning of drag, and I bruised my knees up a lot because it's dramatic. It seems exciting, and that's a move I see a lot of beginners do myself. Which save your knees, save those patellas, babes.
As I slowly practice for my debut, I keep trying to channel Lisa, because Lisa Frankenstein is so powerful with just standing in place,
iconic,
and staring at you.
The way that they can convey and just own like the audience, it's incredible. One of like the most amazing performers.
Well, on that note, we're gonna stare at each other's eyes in the back. Maybe hold hands gently. Tell each other scary stories.
Oh,
let's whisper sweet, scary things into each other's ears.
Oh my God, I sure will.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay.
In my crumble opinion. Hi, I'm Phoebe Cakes, and you're tuning in to In My Crumble Opinion. Hello, my little crumb whores. Hi, my little crumb dumpsters. Hello, my little crumb guzzlers. Welcome, my little crumb dumpsters. Hello, my little crumb guzzlers. Hello, my little crumb hungry sub pigs. Hello, my little crumb buckets. Hello, my little cum lovers. Oh my God, I said cum lovers. Hello, my little crumb lovers. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on all social media platforms.
Oh my God, that was so gay.
Yeah, that was gay. Once again, I am Phoebe Cakes. In my crumble opinion.
Hot or rot?
Me, it's always rot.
I forget his name, but there's like a guy on YouTube.
I know who you're talking about. Bussy Queen?
Yes, Bussy Queen.
Bussy Queen?
Yes.
Bussy? I don't know.
And we're back.
Yes. Ah.
We whispered scary sweet nothings into each other's
The
ears.
scariest.
We made out with the mermacornio. We brought them back from the depths of the floor.
Welcome back.
welcome back.
Just like Jesus.
God. I'm like, I was not expecting that to throw me off as much as it did. But yes, just like Jesus. So before we enter into our silly games,
Ooh.
I know that you're very passionate about drag theater.
Yes.
So first of all, run. I think this might come out before the last show. If not, then you missed it. You should have ran to go see Fresh Prince of Bel-Air at Oasis.
Yes,
I hope they bring that back.
It's incredible to see the blending of the two art forms.
Yes, it's so good. And I miss Peach's shows because I used to love going to Peach's drag theater shows.
Oh, 100%. I mean, so one of my, when I first started, this is going back just a tiny bit, but when I first started drag, Peaches was one of my, is still one of my, idols. Like one of the folks that I idolize, I look up to, I think aside from their drag aesthetic being very much, sort of like my cup of tea, I appreciate the fact that she incorporates theater and live, acting and like blends the two together.
Yes.
And as a theater kid, as a theater gay from back in the day, it's just, it's a great way to like bring the two together.
Just the consummate professional.
Amazing. The shows, and they're always shows that are just like the pop culture reference, I mean, brilliant. And it was always one of my goals to like one day be in one of those.
Yes.
So shout out Peaches.
Yeah.
But I think working in the Terror Vault, working alongside her has been amazing. And anyway, love her.
I took my mom to go see, was it Steel Dragnolias? It was like the Steel Magnolias drag version, which taking my mother to that was just like so iconic.
Yeah.
She loved it, ate it up. And she doesn't usually she's like, oh, you and your little drag, but she ate it up. But I wanted to ask you if you could produce your dream drag theater show, what would that production be?
Okay. It's funny you should say that because I kind of have an idea that is swirling in my head already.
Are we
and I would
ruminating
love
and cooking?
We are. And it is, and I don't know how it's going to be possible because the subject material is typically fucking traumatic. But I want to do Law and Order SVU, the drag edition.
Well, Snacks teased on her stories that possibly the next Snacks production would be dun dun.
Wouldn't that be something?
You better connect yourself with Snacks ASAP.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't heard. I had this, as a big fan of SVU.
Yes.
And most
So
of my
Snacks.
ideas. Totally. I mean, I think there's it's pretty solid. I know that Nikki Jizz is also solid core of fans.
Okay, so okay. I'm I feel like we're already workshopping this. So obviously the crime has to be stupid and silly because that's how you make it drag and not super sad.
Yeah.
So is somebody accused of stealing somebody's gig, man? How what is the crime? I guess we need to save that for the show.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. So the way that I kind of was thinking about approaching it actually was similar to what they do with the Golden Girls Christmas drag show.
Yes.
They take just episodes and then sort of dragify them and do that.
Okay.
So I have a few episodes in mind of SVU that I think aren't terribly traumatic in nature. But would make hilarious version. So my idea was to take just a few existing episodes and sort of in that vein just flip the script and
they did with Fresh Prince.
Yes, exactly. Like how they did with the Golden Girls.
Yes.
How we did sort of with Harry Poofter.
Yes.
The show, I was in for 2 seasons. Let's bring that show back.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think that and then oh gosh, I don't know.
You don't know?
It's great. I mean, I think that it would have to be a blend of SVU and another show to add a little bit of something to it.
What about CSI?
Absolutely. They're so dramatic.
Yes.
They're all they're all just doing drag, baby. I have names thought of and everything.
I love this.
Detective Benson and
We need to make
Hedges.
this- yes.
Elliot,
We need to-
not Stabler. We all know he's not
this
Stabler.
happen. Okay, well, we need to make this happen. We need to make this happen. We need to make this happen. Okay, perfect.
How funny.
You survived the Barbara Walters portion of the show without crying.
On the verge.
You and Vanilla,
On
my
the
gosh,
verge.
just like straight faced. It's great.
That's
I
my
wanna be more
Vanilla's
like
my
you.
babe. Vanilla, like that's she's my yeah.
So
Love her.
I came up with a new game
Ah,
because I know you have a passion for baked goods.
I do.
And so I put together a list of naughty or nice. They're actually really all just naughty and naughty baked goods. And you're going to tell me if they are from a real bakery that I will tell you, or if they just came from my dirty, dirty mind.
Okay.
Okay. So what do we think? Are Dicky waffles, are they naughty or naughty? Are they real or did I come up with them?
I think that I feel like I have seen like a dick shaped like waffle out and about, like on something. I say it's real.
Yes, the Dicky waffles come to you from Kiki Dessert Bar in New York City.
Ooh.
What about a Satisfy Me cupcake that has a vanilla kitty cat on it?
Satisfy Me cupcake. I'm gonna go with real.
It is real.
Oh my
Also from Kiki Dessert Bar.
Wow.
It's vanilla with vanilla meringue.
Wow.
Kodak.
But they still call it the what do they call it again?
Satisfy Me cupcake.
Satisfy Me cupcake.
And it has
well,
a
that's
vanilla
not a vanilla
kitty cat
name
on
at
it.
all, is it?
I know, but yeah, it has a vanilla.
Oh, a kitty cat. I'm over here thinking. I'm over here.
Not kitty cat.
I'm over here thinking like they have an
Meow, meow,
actual
meow.
like little like candy kitty cat or something, and I'm like, oh my.
What do we think about the Queer Collective Casito?
Queer Collective Casito.
Yes.
I feel like that sounds real because queers, we love our collectives.
Yes.
But I just think out of like pattern wise, I feel like it's time to throw in a fake one. Fake one.
Oh my God, you're doing so good. That came from my brain. I make casitos.
Yes.
It's a Puerto Rican treat. It's puff pastry with cream cheese on the inside.
Mm.
And when I make them, they are very queer and very collected.
I want to be all over those. Sounds
What
delicious.
do we think of a Sex on the Beach cake?
Sex on the Beach cake. Well, I think it's a big. I can imagine eating some cake on the beach.
Wow.
I think it's real. It should be real.
It is very real. It's a boob-shaped mousse cake made of pineapple and coconut that comes to you from Sweet and Nasty in Boston.
Is it vegan? This is coconut.
Coconut.
I just think
mousse.
it's funny because mousse is like dairy based.
Yeah.
So to have it boob shaped and have it full of
Mousse.
dairy.
I
and
think
it's
they were
mousse.
leaning into it.
I love it. Oh, puns.
What about a rainbow jumbo cock pop?
Rainbow jumbo cock pop. Well, enough about what's going on here. I think that's fake.
It's real. Also coming to you from Sweet and Nasty in Boston.
Ooh.
You're welcome, all these bakeries. What do we think about the Flip Me Upside Down cake?
Flip Me Upside Down cake. I think it's smart name. I love that. I love pineapple upside down cake. It's like one of my faves. So if it's not real, I'm going to go home and bake that and figure it out how to make it real. But I think it's real.
I think it's your new big good because I made it up.
Oh my God, that's so brilliant. I love that.
What about the Big Twat cake?
Big twat cake.
As in kitty cat meow meow meow.
Yes. Big twat cake. I think that's real.
It's also,
Yeah,
yes, very
yeah.
real, coming to you from Sweet and Nasty in Boston. Okay, I have a couple more, 3 more for you.
Yes, perfect.
What do we think about the morning sex cookie?
Morning sex cookie. Fake.
It's very real, coming to you from Hot Cookie here in San Francisco.
Oh
New
my
Castro.
gosh. Oh, well, I don't get to the Castro very
Well, there you go. You're not missing much. Sorry. In my country opinion, it's toffee, butterscotch, pecans, maple. It sounded delicious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm all over those flavors.
And
but...
also, well, let's get through a couple more and then I'll make my country opinion.
Oh, yes.
What do we think of a honey pot cheesecake?
Honey pot cheese.
Oh no, the condom fell off.
This happens to me all the time. Honey pot cheesecake. I think that is it's fake.
I did. It's very fake. I made it up. It came from the mind of MeMeCherry. Although I want to make that. Last but not least, a butch bar.
Butch bar.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Well, I love alliteration.
Yes.
So points for that.
Yes.
I think that is real.
It's our final one from Hot Cookie San Francisco, which, by the way, in my cunty opinion, as a bakery who markets themselves as having naughty things, you need to check out Kinky Dessert Bar and Sweet and Nasty's websites, because you're like Cherry Delight Cookie and like Snickerdoodle Cookie. They need some new names, because I would have had way more Hot Cookie items if there were more funny pun names. Those were the only two I could find.
I mean, sometimes, like, if you're like me, you would buy it just for the name, and you're like, I don't even care if the cookie's good.
Come on, Hot
But
Cookie.
I also haven't met a cookie that I don't
know that's
like.
right.
So.
Get it together, Hot Cookie. Get it
together. Lukewarm cookie, I would say.
It's cold. All right, you survived naughty or naughty baked goods.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I love having guests on that make me get inspired and creative with the games, because I mean, they could all just be Kiki, KaiKai, Pill, which we are now at Kiki, KaiKai, Bill. I've rebranded. We are no longer drugging or not unaliving drag performers unwillingly. I mean, you know, if you're into that, I'm not going to yuck your yum. But we are going to Kiki, KaiKai, Bill. And I'm going to give you 3 contestants on this pageant stage. You're going to tell me who you want to Kiki with, who you want to KaiKai with, and who you're going to send a bill to.
A bill, like not like a dollar bill, like a bill.
Pay me, bitch.
Pay me, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For your services.
Kiki, KaiKai, Bill. Okay.
First up.
Yeah.
Trend alert. Vanilla meringue.
Oh my gosh, Kiki! Anytime. Like I mentioned it earlier, her and I have collaborated on a few shows. We did a fabulous fundraiser for Planned Parenthood in Northern California together for a 2-day event. It was Lilith Hair.
Yes.
If you weren't there, why not? Maybe we'll bring that back. But
you need to bring it back.
Kiki for sure. Anytime.
I love that Lucinda didn't even let the rest of the names come out. They're just like, nope, it's gonna be.
I mean,
Vanilla for
I
the
can
win.
think. Well, you know, I can't. Anytime we're together, I have like some of the most fun. So
okay,
yeah.
well, our 2 other contestants.
Okay.
On the Kiki,
Dear.
KaiKai, Bill stage.
Okay.
So we have Vanilla Meringue still, who just
okay.
rose to the top.
Maybe I'll change.
Kiki.
We'll see.
There you go. We have Phoebe Cakes.
Ooh.
Phoebelina. I love you, Phoebe. And
okay.
La Chucha.
Ooh.
Oh, see, now we go. There we go. Now we're getting. This is what I came for.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm still. That said, I'm still gonna stick with my Kiki answer.
Yes.
Not because the other 2 aren't amazing to Kiki with, but I literally.
They are.
They are, absolutely, and I've done it. But I literally, like, stitches, hurt, laughing, just like someone, it's rare to find someone, especially like, I don't know, like a little later in life to have like a best friend who you haven't had, you know, your whole life or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to find someone who you like kind of mesh that well together.
Yeah.
So I, for sure, yeah. And then KaiKai and, and then KaiKai and then Bill.
We have Phoebelina. And we have La Chucha.
Ooh, okay. All right. I just don't know how. I don't know what to. I don't want to.
We're getting spooky up front.
Okay. Ooh, can I be like funny shady?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. That said,
in her cunty opinion,
I am going to Bill.
Yes.
Phoebe.
Oh, what kind of bill are we sending Phoebelina?
Well, okay, and the only reason I bill Phoebe is because I don't know if we would be able to KaiKai because I'm only half white. Oh! Wow. Okay.
I died and I came back to life like Jesus.
You're maybe not quite Caucasian enough. No, I
then La
kid,
Chucha.
I love. Yes. And then, yes, well, Chucha. Holla. Yeah, no, I would, I do. I think she's they're all gorgeous and hot cookies.
My gosh.
The real hot cookies
Yes.
of the Bay.
Phoebe was at a wedding recently
Yeah.
and posted some pictures
I saw those.
on their story. And I thirstily responded, I've never wanted to be a white twink more than ever. More than now.
See, that is a brand. That's a thing. That's a brand she
Come on,
carries
branding.
proudly. Shout out to those white twinks out there.
Yes,
We love you.
Angel and the other one who I don't remember their name. No diss. This is live with peace and love. This is me like bonking myself on the head because when I had Phoebe on the podcast, I was like, you and Angel are so cute, but you're not dating. And Phoebe was like, yes, we are. You
Yeah,
dumb
yeah.
twat.
I mean, I know. I'm sure. I know the names, their name too. I just often
I can
meet
see their
them
face in my brain.
as a drunk and or high person,
Yeah.
and that's no way to.
But
like,
you're
remember
beautiful.
anything.
You're gorgeous. I can see your face
All
in my
of it.
mind. I can't remember your name. Not cunty opinion. Okay, next up on our Kiki KaiKai Bill stage, we have the cakes that are the beefy cakes. We have the eyes themselves, Lisa Frankenstein, and the cutie pie translucent.
Ooh, this is
Beefy cakes, Lisa Frankenstein, translucent. We like it hard around here.
Oh my God, we sure do. Okay, hard. These three, it's like, okay.
I allow a one category triple
Yeah.
threat, but only one time. So it's like you're pleading the fifth. You can only do a triple KK.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna listen to Puss Out.
Kiki KaiKai Bill.
Okay,
Beefcakes. Lisa Frankenstein.
beefcakes.
Translucent.
I will. I will KaiKai with beefcakes.
Trend alert.
I like him hirsute.
Mhm,
I like the fur. And I know that at the fabulous Fat Slut, they did their amazing performance, the shaving. So it may not be there yet, but yeah, I think statuesque.
Yes.
All of them are amazing. So hard to say.
Yes.
But I'm just going to say I really like, and I do
You're gonna
tend
do a little
to be,
cute
I
KaiKai with the
do.
beefy.
Yeah. And also, beef, love food. Love,
Yes. Yes.
Yummy.
Yes.
You can
Yum.
eat beef and steak. And then Lisa Frankenstein, I will send a bill, and only because because I actually have had many a frequent Kikis with Lisa,
Yes.
and I have not done that with Translucent.
Oh, there we go.
And so
maybe a bill for your Kiki with translucent. You send it to Lisa.
What? Yes. This is where you put the animated birds over my head? Question mark? No, yeah. I've hung out with Lisa many, many times. So much fun. And I think just out of a yearning to want to hang out with
Yes.
Translucent
Yes.
and do that. Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Next up on our Kiki KaiKai Bill stage, we have KaiKai B. Michaels. We have Katya Smirnoff Sky, and we have BB Sweetbriar.
Ooh. Okay.
Even I would be scared of this set of group of like picking.
Okay. Katya Smirnoff Sky, BB Sweetbriar,
And KaiKai.
and KaiKai B. Michaels.
KaiKai.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm sorry, I love you, Katya, but I'm going to send you a bill because the singing, it just doesn't do it for me. I love her, and I God, it's just so shady. That's the point, and congratulations on that. But yeah, I mean, everything.
If you like it, would you put a little ring on it? If you like it,
I
would you put a little ring on it?
I dig it, but I don't. It just for me,
I
it's
love
just
you,
like,
Katya.
oh my God, it's same. That's why
The gowns. I mean, send a bill for the gowns
and the
alone.
commitment to character.
Yes.
I just will eat that all day
Yes,
long.
yes.
I had a chance to hang out with them recently. Ooh, for something I'm not supposed to be talking about yet.
You did not hang out at all. That
No,
was in
we did not.
Minecraft.
But that if we did, it was a fun time.
Yes.
And then KaiKai, I will.
We've got KaiKai. We've got KaiKai. We've got BB.
I will. Oh gosh, this is so rough because I'm gonna KaiKai with BB.
Okay.
I think BB is just awe-inspiring.
Yes.
Just like being in their presence is just like they command themselves. She commands herself with such like poise, elegance.
Yeah.
And talented as fuck.
Yeah.
Not that KaiKai doesn't do that.
Of course.
But it's just I kind of, tend to gravitate toward like I love that
There's
kind of
an
energy.
aura.
Absolutely.
to BB.
It's like, kind of you just want to like go into her orbit,
Yeah. I think BB's another one that's made me cry. Performing in drag.
100%.
Yeah.
They were there for our Lilith House show and brilliant.
Yes.
Brought the house down.
Yes.
And then KaiKai B. Michaels.
A cute little Kiki.
We're gonna Kiki.
Perfect.
I love it. We're gonna Kiki and KaiKai.
Last but not least on our KaiKai Bill, Kiki KaiKai Bill pageant stage. We have the Port Bar, we have Oasis, and we have Fluid 510.
Oh, okay. Oasis. I'm gonna KaiKai with.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to KaiKai with Oasis. I love my Oakland bars. I'm an Oakland-based performer, queen.
Yes.
But the Oasis is huge, and I like it gaping. Yeah.
Welcoming.
And welcoming.
With a
and
rooftop.
and they have I guess they have that theatrical ability.
Yeah.
And that's like that's my favorite lane to be in drag these days. So
Also that rooftop hang is just so cute.
Let's just hope that like their neighbor, that I hear about the neighbor lady.
Oh God, is somebody complaining?
Someone's complaining, and I guess it's like one person. So hopefully, I think they'll keep it going. Cause fuck her, right?
I mean, just
put on some earplugs. It's fine.
Yeah, go bribe her a little bit.
And then Port Bar, I'm gonna have to send a bill only because I need to Kiki here with Fluid.
Yes.
As I mentioned, this one of my first times in since it's been open, and it's gorgeous. I want more of it. I want to be in it.
I mean, and you've worked at the Port Bar so much. They should give you so
much.
Money,
and
honey.
also, it's like sending Sean the Venmo bill request for that, So
perfect. Well, you survived Kiki KaiKai Bill. Woo, woo,
and no
woo.
Lucinda Pussing out.
Yes, and you didn't triple threat any of them either.
My heart wanted to, but I listened to my brain,
I did it when I had the tables flipped on me. I was like, KaiKai. And Mama Celeste's like, fuck you. No, you're going to play the game as it's written by you, man.
Yes. If you're the rule maker, you can change, but,
I am the game maker.
Ooh, you want to play a game?
I love playing games.
Me too.
Oh,
Monopoly?
Oh, how about a little bit of Clue?
Shoots and ladders.
How about Yahtzee?
Oh, Candyland.
A little Sorry.
Oh my God. It's fun getting into trouble.
How about a little Trivial Pursuits? I'll run after you.
All categories now.
The best yes and ever. You are good at improv.
I mean, I have my moments.
Speaking of, before we go,
Yes.
I was out of town for the drag improv show. Please tell me it's coming back, and if not, let's make it happen.
I hope to. I think the crowd was pretty good. I think the turnout was pretty good. It was a Tuesday night, so we had that kind of a rough kind of moment to begin with. But I think that all sold, there was like a good 40 people there, and it was in the champagne.
Great.
It was in the champagne room.
That's great.
Yeah. So, and it was myself, Vanilla Meringue, Cocoa Butter, and Elsa Touche.
Yes.
And it was amazing. The crowd was laughing, which was my whole goal, was to help produce and create a show that allowed for, that to thrive.
Yeah.
And people to laugh and have fun. And again, drag and theater,
Yes,
so
it's
why
the
not?
best. It's the best. Bueno, mi gente, I'm going to be a good influencer now, and I'm going to ask you, where can the muggles, angels, and demons in between find you?
Okay, well, so officially www.lucindapuss.com.
Come on, www.
It's like through one of those like Wix sites. Anyway, the point is that URL takes you to my page where you can find links to Instagram, to the Twitter if that's your thing.
Yes.
Follow me on there. It's Lucinda Puss on all the platforms.
Cute. Including Venmo.
That's right. Yeah. And then, like I said, I'll be at Terra Vault. I'll be at the Port Bar on Halloween. I'm throwing Catacomb, my dark spooky goth party, bringing it back for Halloween.
Yes.
So check that out. It's coming. And yeah, go on there. You can buy merch. You can buy shirts on my website. Comes to you from another place. Not my house.
Candyland.
It comes from Candyland.
If you are listening to the podcast, please go to Apple and give me a 5-star review. Tell me how much you love this glittery pirate ship radio.
Love it.
If you are on YouTube, give it a like, drop a comment. Tell us what TV show, movie, etc. you would want to see as a drag theater interpretation. I would love to know what people would want to see on the drag theater stage. If you are at your friend's house, grab their computer, go onto Apple Podcasts, subscribe for them. They'll thank you later.
That's right.
Live show. My drag debut. I'm freaking out just a tiny bit.
Tell the kids when.
October 7th here at Fluid 510, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. will be SOFEpod.com's first live show. I'll be doing my drag debut, my ode to a certain iconic internet personality who is no longer found on the internet. So this is my ode to them, to tell them how much I love them and I miss them. So come catch a very stupid and silly interpretation of drag by MeMeCherry.
I'm so excited.
I have almost all my fairies locked in. A couple of them were not available once we got the date locked in. So there's some moving pieces around, but one more to go, and then Holly will have a flyer ready for me, and then we'll be in full promotion mode. Holly's doing the flyer. I can't wait.
Graphic.
Yes, shout out
Love
Holly
you.
Graphics. So October 7th, Saturday, here, Fluid 510, downtown Oakland, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm going to put together some little ticket site at some point soon, so you'll see me pushing that around. Come watch me make a fool of myself.
Do it. Do it.
I'm
Support
out.
local drag. I mean, you are one of the most supportive drag, fans and performers, soon to be, right? So I mean, it's so amazing to see that. So people should come out and support you.
Yes.
That's great. I love that.
This is when I start to stall because I've had such a good time with my guests. I don't want it to end. I
No,
never want
it has
to
to.
end.
Does it have to?
Forever young. I don't want to be forever young.
Do you want to live forever? No, that's one thing. Funny. I was like talking about Katya singing. Doesn't nobody want to hear me sing though? So kudos to you for doing that. Even.
And on that note, we're gonna say goodbye.
Hey, can I say one last thing?
You've got 30 seconds.
It's Lucinda Puss.
Okay.
Like it's a people don't get it's a pun.
Okay.
Lucinda Puss.
Oh my God, I just got it myself.
Lucinda Puss. The light bulb. But that's what it is, people.
And with
It's a
that we
pun.
say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we have a hot cam. Hello, ladies. Welcome. It's a podcast, but don't let it stop you from having some fun here at Fluid 510. Well, happy birthday. Can I buy you something to drink? 76. Oh,
No.
You better shut the front door.
2020.
Wow.
76.
What's the secret? You look.
Don't hang out with old.
Okay. All right.
Then I'm doing good.
Good to know. Yes.
I'm doing good. Well, you're beautiful, by the way. Have fun. Enjoy your birthday.
Yes. How sweet.
Okay, that was so cute.
Yeah.
MeMeCherry presents a series of fortunate events. Fortunate events. Fortunate